All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to the live Q&A. This is going to be hopefully a reoccurring thing we do here on the channel. I'm really excited to do this. It's really fun. We did one, I think, 2 weeks ago? I think 2 weeks ago, and it went over really well. So, yes, welcome everybody to the channel. My name is Conman, if you do not know. We are going to be doing a live Q&A. These live Q&A, they are not WWE related, okay? They are basically, if you just want to talk to me about anything or whatever, absolutely ask any questions. I will try to get to as many questions as possible for you guys, okay? But other than that, yeah, it's basically, let's just have some fun for the next hour or something like that. I do know Bobby Heenan passed away, guys. It's very sad. Very, very sad. But not much else to say other than he was one of the greatest commentators and managers of all time, if not the greatest manager of all time. So yes, he will be sorely missed in the WWE community. So I will try to get to you guys' questions. Just keep asking away. There's obviously no promises that I get to absolutely every single question that is asked, but I want to have conversations that we can have kind of discussions with, whatever have you. So let's see here. What sports did you or do you play? Well, I was very much into hockey for a long, long time. I played goalie in hockey. And then I also played lacrosse, golf, I wakeboard. Anything else that I really played? And volleyball. So those were kind of like my main sports as I was growing up. As it sits right now, I don't really play too many sports anymore. I find between school and YouTube, there's not really a lot of time to get to them. So that's just kind of where I am now in the process. I would love to be able to continue to play hockey, but it's sometimes difficult. It's not easy when you do YouTube, right? Have I watched it? No. I will not watch it. I promise you that right now. I do not like horror movies. Never have, never will. I will never watch that or the original. Ever. No. What college do I attend? That one I'm going to keep kind of private. I don't really want that one kind of out there because then it kind of gives an idea as to where I live and all this stuff. It's just not something that I really want to be out there publicly. It's easy, or not easy, but you are able to find out where, not the location, but the town that I live in, sort of thing. You are able to. It's just not something that I want to say publicly in a video because why would I, right? Conman, would you play NBA 2K18? I'm not really a basketball person, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just really not a basketball person. It's not my thing. If I look a little greasy today, guys, like the hair back here just kind of like, sags down and it's not looking too good, that's because today was what I call a recovery day because, yes, I was extremely hungover. Extremely hungover this morning. Last night, me and like a bunch of buddies went out to the bar. Before that, we were drinking all day because it was homecoming for the university near me, and so we were just kind of enjoying the day like that. So we went out to the bar last night. I have not showered today, so I'm very on the kind of greasy side of things. Can I do live reactions to anime? Nope. I don't really think that is what fits in on this channel, to be honest. I really don't think so. Why did you want to do YouTube? I wanted to do YouTube because I thought it would be a fun pastime, right? That's basically what I did, right? I thought it was a fun pastime. I thought that it would definitely be something that would entertain me, something I could work at and just have fun with. Honestly, it did not turn into a job until this past 6 months. Or it turned actually into a job. Yeah, so that's kind of awesome. What was my first video ever? My first video ever was me doing a Minecraft Hunger Games video, believe it or not. Yeah, Minecraft Hunger Games, so that's where I was kind of there. You want me to return to Minecraft? No, I don't see that happening. Unfortunately, my channel just doesn't really have that in it anymore, right? It just doesn't. I'm sure there's some Minecraft fans still around, right? Like I'm sure there's probably a few of them in here right now. It's just it doesn't fit on the channel anymore. It really doesn't. When's the next pay-per-view? This Sunday, right? Is it this Sunday? I think today's the 17th, 24th, I think, right? Yeah, 24th. Yeah, this Sunday. This Sunday. So we'll be having a pay-per-view this Sunday, which I'm very excited for. How old am I? I'm 22 years old. I am getting very old. So a week today, guys. A week today is a pay-per-view. Believe it or not. Finally, we kind of need one. Okay. Have I heard of H2O Delirious? I have no idea who that is. No idea who that is. Do I live with my parents? Nope. I live on my own. I live on my own. That's why I have rent to pay and all that great stuff. All that grand old stuff. Do I live with my parents? I just answered that. How tall am I? I am 5'10"? 5'10", I believe. Yeah, 5'10". Yeah. I'm like kind of hovering around that, just under 5'10", just over 5'10", depending on the day, all those kind of things. What is going on with this hair? This hair is kind of looking nasty, man. Kind of looking nasty, my friends. How do I feel about Bobby Heenan's death? I don't want to be talking about this all stream. It's mostly, honestly, questions about me, what you guys want to know about me. But I will say this much: Bobby Heenan was a very well-respected figure within the WWE universe. He was the greatest manager of all time, one of the best commentators of all time, and one of the best heel commentators of all time. His comedy was amazing. He'll be sorely missed. He wasn't looking too good. Every single time that I did see pictures of him, he looked old. He looked rough, in like a rough shape. So he's up there. He's up there, and he's up there with Gorilla Monsoon. So yeah, it's a sad day, but I mean, at the same time, yeah, it's I didn't grow up watching him, so I don't have that in-depth connection with him that makes me, very, very sad. There's a few superstars that we've lost over the years that it's like, okay, I feel very, very sad about it. But then I'm obviously sad for the wrestling community because I know how great he was. But at the same time, I didn't grow up with him. So that's kind of my take on it. Jake Paul or Logan Paul, please freaking stop with this whole Jake Paul, Logan Paul crap on YouTube. Stop it. I do not like any of that crap, okay? Seriously, it's crap. It is crap. When you watch that stuff, you are watching crap. It is literally the YouTube anus. And when you watch a video, it has come out of that anus. It is crap. Have you ever attempted to play soccer? Yes, and I'm not good at it. I am very, very not good at it. Really not good at it. Who's my favorite YouTuber? I don't really have one. I watch a lot of Philip DeFranco. I think he is very good at getting the news across. Yeah, I watch a lot of Philip DeFranco. I just don't watch a ton of YouTube, to be honest. I watch a lot of, like, recommended videos. I watched, what was this, earlier this week? I watched a video by, oh, my subscriptions aren't even there anymore. This one guy, and it was, like, history of World War II, like, or dumbed down history or something like that. It was really, really good and really funny, and it had all the facts, but then it had, like, comedy with it. It was really good. Not History of the World. I've seen that one, that really big video, that big viral video a little bit ago, but kind of on the same premise of that, but it was, like, history or very simple. Oh, stupid simple or something like that. Something like that. Oversimplified. That's the name of the channel. Oversimplified. I thought it was really good. Anyways, I really enjoyed that. When am I going to be doing calls again? I do calls before the pay-per-view. So on the Conman show, I like to do the Conman show before the pay-per-view. And then that way we can talk about the pay-per-view. Makes it feel like a big deal. You know, I'm taking live calls and all that. I used to enjoy doing it before Raw. I used to enjoy doing it before SmackDown. Now the time just isn't there to do so. And also it just wasn't that great of a setup for it. I think the pay-per-views makes it feel special. So I'll continue doing them before the pay-per-views, but obviously not for Raw and SmackDown. Let's see. Reading your comments here. Kit Kat or Coffee Crisp? Kit Kat, all the way. All the way, Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Get that Kit Kat. Have a break, my friend. What is my fear? My fear? Okay, I kind of got like this weird fear. It's not like it's a big weird fear because I absolutely love, I love doing things that are kind of extreme. So I like, in a way, kind of like heights. I like, obviously, roller coasters. I really do like doing those types of things. But it's like when I am like looking over, say, like a balcony, or there's like unprotected height. So if I'm up really high and I'm looking over something, I hate that feeling. So in a way, I hate heights. But then again, I've skydove. I'll do any roller coaster, drop zones, anything that I'm like secured in. I love like that thrill-seeking feel. I love, but anything that's just like a balcony and you're looking over it, or climbing up real like steep stairs or something like that, really high up. I just don't like it. I really don't like that, and that's pretty much my only big fear. I used to be scared of thunderstorms, for a long time, and then I kind of got over that when I turned like 16 or something like that. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. What do I like more, Raw or SmackDown? We're going to avoid as much WWE talk as we can because we do a lot of WWE talk during the WWE streams. I get there's a lot of WWE fans. These are more so just to talk about all those questions that don't get answered in those streams, right? That you want to know. And I'm trying to do these at least once every 2 weeks. I think that would be fun to do so, if not once every week, sort of thing. Yeah, I think that would be really fun to do this. But right now, Raw is the winner for me. I think Raw is putting on the better show of the two right now. No, we're not rivals. I don't know why people think we are. I don't even know who you are. Don't make fun of me, but you're scared of butterflies. Hey, everybody's got something, right? Everybody's got something. What is my favorite supercar? Yours is Lamborghini. For me, see, I used to be a really big Transformers fan, right? Really big Transformers fan. So, honestly, just the yellow with the black racing stripes Camaro. I love that car. Love that car, and I want it so bad. And I think it's an actual, if I save money, it would be an actual affordable car. It's a sports car that, you know, isn't like ridiculous out of this league, out of this world. Yeah. Have I been in prison? No, I have not. I've never been in prison. Nope. Let's see here. We've already answered kind of that question. We've answered that. What motivates you to do live streams? What motivates me? Well, for one, I don't go very often without watching Raw or SmackDown, right? It's just something I've been doing ever since 2005. Yeah, ever since 2005. So I've watched most of those shows live ever since 2005. So it's kind of part of my routine watching the show as it is. Now, a lot of the time, not a lot of the times, but sometimes obviously I want to just kick back and, you know, open like a bag of chips or eat something and watch Monday Night Raw, right? But I can't really do that when I live stream. So basically what motivates me to do live streams is you guys, because it makes my viewing experience a little bit better. I get to talk to you guys. I get to enjoy the show with you guys. And also the second part is it is my job to do so. So not every day of work you're going to be motivated to go, but you go because it's your job, right? That's basically the way to put it. But before I even turn my job, it just is something that I enjoy to do. I really enjoy to do it. I flat out enjoy live streaming. It's all it is, right? Hey, Game & Watch. Welcome, my friend. What's up, Conman? I missed the first Q&A video, but do I watch my old videos and look back at the videos? Sometimes. I will go back and I watch videos that stand out in my mind. The videos that stand out in my mind is Chaoscraft Season 1, Episode 100. That video stands out in my mind. I've seen that probably 7 or 8 times. The Chaoscraft War, that video stands out in my mind. I've seen that like probably 10 or 15 times. It's still my favorite video I've produced to this day. Let's see, what else? I do watch some live streams back. It's tough because they're so long, right, to watch them back. What else do I like? I love watching my WWE 2K17 series. I love watching that series. I do watch those videos. And then my old videos, sometimes it's just a fun laugh. I did try, you know what? I did, would have been probably like 5-6 months ago. I sat down in my room and I literally started on episode 1 of Chaos Craft and I started watching, and I probably got about 30 or 40 episodes deep before I was just like, okay, you know what? I need to stop watching this. But 30 or 40 episodes of like Chaos Craft, which are like some of my earliest videos, I watched. Yeah. My fan of PewDiePie. Yes and no. Yes and no. Do I think that he worked hard to get where he is? Yes. Do I think he still works hard? Absolutely. Do I think he produces the best content on all of YouTube to represent his subscriber numbers? Absolutely not. I really don't think he does. I think he's hilarious. I think he is a good ambassador generally for the platform, but I don't think his videos are as top quality as they used to be. Put it that way. Do I play any games on Steam? See, I'm not like a massive gamer. I'm really not. I have some games. I just bought NHL 18. I will be getting WWE 2K18. Besides that, I like Overwatch was probably the most computer game I've ever played ever in my life, other than like a Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that. Yeah, I'm just not a massive gamer. Really haven't been ever in my life. Oh, Minecraft. Minecraft was the biggest computer game I ever played because I played that for like 4 years, right? Yeah. Do I watch Game of Thrones? I don't, and I'm meaning to get into it. I want to get into it so bad. It's just right now, well, I'm not sure if I can do this. Let's see. See that right there? That's The Office. I'm watching The Office right now. I just kind of, one sec. Just gotta take a look at something. Okay. Did that just fall? Hold on. What just fell? My friggin', okay, well, I guess that's down there. Yeah, I'm watching The Office right now. Once I get through that, because I like TV shows where I don't have to really watch them. You know what I mean? Like, I like dumb comedies where it can kind of be on in the background and I can be, messing around on my phone or whatever, what have you, and still have the TV show going, or play like a video game in the background, like NHL 18 play in the background, watch The Office. Yeah. How are you watching from all the way back there? Get closer to the TV. Amanda, there is a couch literally right behind my laptop. Like, this is my desk. There's a couch there, like, just over there. So I'll lay on the couch and I watch that, right? That's what I was doing before I started live streaming. Do I like soda? Yes, I do. I love pop because I'm Canadian, not no American in here. Yeah, I love pop. Root beer, Barks Root Beer is my number one. Probably Coke would be my number 2. Sprite's up there, and then ginger ale is right up there as well. So yeah. We've already been doing this for 20 minutes, folks. How quick does this time fly by? Like, seriously, this flies by. Spotify or Apple Music? I use Spotify and I love it. Now, granted, I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android, right? Like, I have an Android phone. So, granted, that's where that comes from. But no, I love Spotify. I used to use a music streaming service called, what was it called? Slacker Radio. I used to use Slacker Radio, and I really used that for a long time. I thought it was great. It wasn't until my friend Steve, that you guys remember, hashtag Steve Nation, he showed me the crossfade feature on Spotify, and as soon as I saw that, I said, okay, you know what, I'm upgrading, I guess, to Spotify. Yeah. What happened to the maple donut? Definitely ate it. Oh, dude. Why'd you put donuts in my mind? Now I'm gonna want to go to Timmy's and get some. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. I haven't ate dinner yet. I had pasta for lunch, but I haven't ate dinner yet, so I need to eat some dinner. I eat at very weird times, I'm noticing. I really eat at weird times. I need to get in a better eating schedule because I'm always hungry around this 8 o'clock mark, and that's when I start streaming. So that kind of sucks. Do I like Chinese food? Dude, yes, I do. Oh, man, maybe I want Chinese food, but I'm so broke that I can't afford any damn thing. Man. Oh, hey Zybubs, how you doing? I want to ask you guys though, would you like this series, or kind of like a live Q&A? I'm gonna redo kind of like this layout, I think, if we're gonna be doing this a little bit more often. But would you like a more first of all, would you like a Q&A specific overlay? So kind of similar to the Conman show thing here, but with just different background colors and like say live Q&A down there instead of Conman show, along with the chat over here and all that. Would you like that? And would you like this show to be like probably at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, something like that? Would that be interested for you guys? Yeah, a lot of people seem to like that idea. Okay. Would you rather stop doing YouTube or never watch WWE again? That's tough, man. That's really, really tough, because for me, WWE watching it is YouTube for me. So I don't really know any way. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people seem to be behind that. That's really cool. I'm happy about that. Really happy to hear that. Yes, once every 1 week because you have WWE and other stuff to do. Yes, well, I wouldn't be twice a week. It would be once a week or once every 2 weeks sort of thing. What I think what we'll do is Sunday nights, we will try to make it live Q&A around this time. Okay, so on Sunday nights. However, if there is a pay-per-view, okay, so if there's a pay-per-view on the Sunday, we will not do the Q&A. Does that sound maybe reasonable for you guys? So once a week, unless like I'm busy on the Sunday night, does that sound about right? Trying to aim around the 7:30, 8 o'clock mark to start for Q&As? Would that work with you guys? I'm curious. That sounds reasonable. Cool. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people like it. Okay, awesome. What position did I play when I played volleyball? I was setter. I really love playing volleyball. See, like, I'm 5'10", so it's not like I'm the shortest guy ever, but at the same time, that's 5'10" is small for playing men's volleyball. It's really quite small. So definitely, setter was a great spot for me. I had really, really soft volleys. I was able to put the like really, really soft touches. I was able to put that in position for my power and my middle, no problem, because we set out of the third position, I think. So the far, what is it? Far right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Far right. Yeah. We set out of the far right position, so we had middle and we had power. So if I could put it either to power or I could throw to middle, and I could get that, no problem. I actually played really good volleyball. I was not. I don't want to say great. I wasn't top tier in our team sort of thing, but I was the number 2 setter on the team. And that was good enough for me. We made it to OFSA, which, if you guys don't know what OFSA is, in Canada, so for high school, like, sports, you have, in our region at least, you had CASA, and then if you won CASA, you made it all the way to OFSA, which is basically all of Ontario, the best of Ontario facing off against each other. So we made it to OFSA volleyball in my grade 12 year, and we placed 7th, I think, at OFSA. So we were the 7th best team in Ontario, which is pretty good. I thought that was pretty damn good, if you ask me. It was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I miss high school for that reason, being able to play volleyball all the time. And honestly, I would look for a league to play in, because like going into when I was in university, for my 2 years I was there, I played volleyball, and I think my 3rd year, did I play it 3rd year as well? No, 3rd year I played hockey. Yeah, no. So yeah, basically that's what I did. Can I make a video about the gadgets to make a video? No, and here's why. I think what I do on this channel is very, very unique. And I think a lot of people don't know how to do it because it's not out there, right? People aren't making tutorials on how to do this. You can figure it out on your own, and you can put together ideas on your own. But I certainly do not want to put out a how-to video, how to make Conman setup, right? Because guess what? The moment I do that, a lot of people are going to take that setup and they're going to put it in their own, and all of a sudden we got a bunch of copycats, and all those copycats, sure it's like, you know, flattery, whatever, they're copying me, and imagine that their channel starts to blow up and take away my viewers. Well, that would be on me. That would be on me because I gave them the exact walkthrough how to do it, right? Do I still have a girlfriend? No, me and Hannah broke up back in late June, I believe. Yeah. Favorite cartoon show as a kid? I would probably say Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my favorite cartoon show. Maybe Pokemon? No, I watched more Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I did Pokemon. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I meant like what camera, mic, etc. Oh, okay. I use the Logitech. One sec. Which Logitech do I use for my face cam? My face cam, I use the Logitech HD Pro webcam C920. That's the webcam that I use. The microphone that I use is the Rode NT1. And then there's the Rode, what's it called? The Rode, what is this thing called? Rode arm mic stand. It's not a mic stand. The Rode arm or something like that. I'm not too sure. Then obviously I use OBS to stream. And is there any other like little things that I use? I use the Elgato for my gaming videos, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know. There's not a lot of equipment that I use here. I have a fan over there, so if I get hot, then yeah. Other than that, not really too much. It's all basically what it is. Can you give me an overview of your uni experience? My university experience hasn't been the greatest, to say the least. So let's go over here, because I'm not ashamed of where I got to where I am now. You are boring. You don't answer my questions. Dude, there's a lot of questions. Look at this thing rolling right here. There is a lot. And your question is, will you marry me? No, because you're actually rude. You just called me boring, so no. We'll go to the university experience in one sec. There's a lot of questions here, and I picked the questions that I think involve the most talking about it, that get to invoke a conversation sort of things. And there's a lot of yes and no questions that are rolling through, and those are fine. Just probably not going to answer them as often as I will be doing with things where I can have a story. But my university experience, it was, so I started in 2013, right? So I had 2013 I went off to Brock University, and I ended up doing 2 years there. So I went in the sport management program at Brock University. Now, my first year of school, I can tell you right now, I did not take it seriously enough. I really didn't. I thought it would be a lot like high school, where I could just kind of, because I was a great high school student. I had great grades, but I didn't have to try in high school, you know? Like I was an honor student in high school. I had no problem getting grades that I needed. I was just a smart kid, right? It just came to me naturally. Well, university came, and it was very different. It was very, very different. If you didn't try, you didn't succeed. And the amount that you put into the program is what you get out of it, right? And I really did not try my hardest in university, in first year university. So anyways, I ended up not being successful in that program, and you had to get a certain amount to continue. So what they did is they dropped me down from sport management to what's called recreation and leisure for my second year. Now, recreation and leisure and sport management kind of share similar courses. So they told me that if I were to succeed in first year recreation and leisure, they would bump me back up into second year. Or no, sorry, they would bump me into... Yeah, if I succeed in the first semester of recreation and leisure, they'd bump me into second semester of second year in sport management, because it was kind of similar in that way. So, yeah, that was in the back of my mind. I hated recreation and leisure. I hated it. It was a waste of money. I absolutely detested it. So basically my recreation and leisure, I just absolutely stopped going to class. I didn't care whatsoever. I knew that my time in university was done. I stopped caring because I really hated recreation and leisure. So anyways, I knew that my university experience was done. At that point, I knew it was done. I knew that I needed to go to college to get more of a hands-on approach, because I learn by doing things. I don't learn by reading a textbook. I never have, never will. So that's why I was good in high school, was because when I showed up to class, like, say math class or whatever, you're doing problems on the board, right? And you're writing it down with your hand. I learn by doing. I don't learn via textbook. You never had to do readings at home on your own, right? For high school, or very, very rarely. It was all taught in class. It was all done in class. There was problems. There was assignments done in class, as opposed to the university experience. It's lectures, and then you write a test. I don't learn that way. So that's why I went to college, and I started taking broadcasting. And I did 2 years of broadcasting, so the past 2 years. Okay, so last year and the year before that, I did broadcasting at Niagara College. And it was fun. It was really, really fun. But basically, those 2 years rolled along. I was having fun. But YouTube started taking off. And the one thing with broadcasting, if you guys remember, if you were around 2 years ago, you know that I took a 3-month break from YouTube to focus on school, to focus on my radio show that I had going on, to focus on all that type of stuff for school. There was zero way I could do broadcasting to the full extent that I needed to and do YouTube full time. Just couldn't. It was impossible. Broadcasting was basically 60-hour weeks. Not in class work, but all the stuff outside of it. You had to set up studios, you had to do your radio show, you had to do this and that, all that type of stuff. So anyways, did first year. I did great in first year. Then so then second year rolled around, and it was doing great. Then YouTube took off. And it started doing really, really well. YouTube, obviously, back in January, which is second semester. And second semester, I wouldn't say stop trying, but I didn't start putting in those 60 hours a week that I needed to be successful in broadcasting. Passed the year, but I was not in the position that I wanted to be. So this past summer, I was looking at it saying, okay, YouTube is my full-time job. I need YouTube. This is what my income is now. This is what's paying for school. I need it, right? Broadcasting and YouTube, I can't do together. It would be impossible. Especially when my channel is doing this well, I needed to make a decision. It was either going to be broadcasting or YouTube. And I think YouTube, for me, you only get one shot at YouTube. And if your channel is going up on the upward trend right now, and you take a break, guess what? Your channel is going to go like this, and then down, and it's going to plateau. You will be seeing that straight line with a very, very slight gradual increase over time. So I made the choice, and I switched over to general business, because I think YouTube's going to be around a little bit for me. I figured, you know what? It'll be nice to have some business sense. It's only 15 hours a week, a little bit of extra homework. That is manageable with YouTube. So basically, I switched over to business, and that's what I'm in right now. So technically, I'm in first year business. It's been a long, long time to get to where I am, but 2 years of business, and then I at least will have a sense for a business course for YouTube. And if, you know what, YouTube expires, can always go back to broadcasting and finish my last year, right? So those are kind of, that's been my university/college experience so far. Why do upper grade high school students don't like French freshmen? No idea, my friend, because that's how it always has been, right? Upper year students just don't like freshmen, right? We called them minor niners when we were in grade 12 and 11. The minor niners are rolling on in, just because people treated you that way, right? I'm the 4th channel on WWE Live. Am I? Cool. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. What place would I like to visit? Australia, New Zealand. Those are my 2 top places right now. I was this close to seeing them in grade 10, or going to them in grade 10. Didn't end up being able to go. So Australia and New Zealand are absolutely in my top 1-2 right there. Then obviously I'd like to go to Ireland. I think that would be really, really cool, especially around St. Paddy's Day. I think that would be a grand old time. I want to see that. I've never been anywhere outside of North America, so I've been to a lot of islands, like, you know, Bahamas, Jamaica, St. Martin, St. Thomas, Cayman Islands. I've been to a lot of islands south of America and a little bit west, right? Yeah, or a little bit east. Sorry, I should say a little bit east. But I've never been technically outside of North America, which kind of sucks. I want to see the world, right? I'd love to see the world. Europe, I want to go out east somewhere. I've never seen much of Canada, to be honest. I live in Ontario. I've seen British Columbia a little bit in Kelowna, BC, because my aunt lives out there. But then I've never seen any of the prairies. I haven't seen anything like that. The Maritimes, all those. I want to see it all. So hopefully eventually one day I'll be able to travel. That's my goal. Do I have any goals for the future? Absolutely, I do. I want to graduate. Obviously, that is a big one for me. I want to be able to throw my diploma up on the wall and literally be proud of, finally, after all these years of school, that I got something and I graduated with something that's massive for me. I want to hit 100K subscribers on YouTube. I think that'd be great. And I know when I set my mind to things, I can get things done. It's just setting my mind to them and making sure that I make it happen. So I told you guys right here back in January, my goal was 50,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. We hit it. We crushed it, which is absolutely awesome. Have I ever pranked someone? Absolutely, I have. Absolutely. Love it. Have you ever been to Houston, Texas? No, I don't. No, I haven't been to Houston. I have been inside Texas, though. Just inside Texas. Right? Or was it? Hang on. Was it Texas? Yeah, it was Texas. Just inside Texas. I didn't go visit anywhere. I think we went to a mall, right? Not sure which city. It would have been like we just crossed over the state border, right? The state line, I guess, is called. Yeah. Will you ever visit New Orleans? I would like to. Man, like, it'd be fun. Absolutely. There's a lot of places I'd like to visit. A lot of places. I'd love to travel. I would love to see all those great places. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, DK. Congratulations. Was high school hard for you? No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. I was an honor student. Didn't really try all that hard. It was quite a breeze for me, to be honest. The only one course that I struggled in. There was one single course that I struggled in, and that was data management. Data management, I was not good at. I was good at all the other maths. Like, seriously, I think in my functions class, I got a 90-something or 89 or whatever. Calculus, I think I got an 82. And then, but yeah, no, it was advanced functions because it's my grade 12 year. So advanced functions, I had I think an 89. Functions, I think I had like an 82, 83. Or no, calculus, sorry. Calculus, I had an 82 or 83, something like that. And then data management, I had like, I think it was a 68. And sciences, I wasn't good at either. I wasn't good at the sciences. I had to try really hard in the sciences. But I didn't end up taking a science in grade 12. Just didn't need to. Would I visit North Carolina? I have been to North Carolina, actually. Grandfather Mountain, I think it's called. Grandfather Mountain, North Carolina. My sister used to do Highland dance competitions, and I went there one year. Yeah. That was really cool, actually. I think it's called Grandfather Mountain. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. We're avoiding as much WWE talk, guys, as possible. So just so you know, if I'm not answering WWE questions, that is probably the reason. Have I ever been hiking? Yes, I actually love to hike. You can actually see, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see right here, but see this scar? See how there's kind of like this white line right here on my knuckle, where it kind of goes down and all that. You can kind of see it. Maybe if I turn this off, maybe this will be a little easier to see. Not really. You can kind of see it, but that scar is because there's a spot near my place called DeQ Falls, and DeQ Falls is really, really fun because it's this waterfall where you can swim underneath it. It's a hike to get back into there. It's gorgeous, but part of the trip that makes it so much fun is there's this rope that is left there for people to use, and you have to rappel down the side of these this cliff, right? It's not too steep, but you know, you have to use the rope and you have to literally lean back on the rocks and you have to let yourself down. It's scary. It's scary because you're literally hanging onto a rope that is out there all year long. So it's a little bit on the scary side. So what happened to me is I got confident. I think it was like my 5th or 6th time I went there. I got really, really confident, and the rocks were really wet because we went early spring. So basically, I stepped on the rock as I was leaning back, and I slipped, right? But so as I was kind of falling, I wrapped my hand around the rope, and so it tore up all alongside my hand here. It tore up, I think it was these 2 fingers, and I thought I broke my middle finger because that scar is still very much there, and it peeled the skin back. Like, bone was basically showing. So that really, really hurt. I didn't end up getting stitches, which I should have. I just kind of peeled the skin back over, and I was like using hydrogen peroxide to clean it out and everything. That hurt. And seriously, like I taped up these 2 fingers, right? And I honestly thought I broke my finger. I might have, honestly, from that. So, but I'm lucky that I didn't fall down the cliff, put it that way. I was able to stop myself in time by wrapping my hand around. It's just that sudden drop, and you're holding onto a rope, and you slide down a little bit. You tear your hand pretty good. Yeah. Buffalo, New York. Will I ever go there? I've been to Buffalo. I've been to Buffalo a few times. I played a hockey tournament there. It's literally just across the border from me. It's not too far, so I've been to a couple Leaf games there. I think I saw the Devils versus the Sabres way back when I had that hockey tournament. Yeah, no, Buffalo is really not all that far away from me. I've been there quite a few times. In fact, I was there... When was I last there? I was there... Is it already... Oh my god, it's been like a year. Really? It's been like probably 8 months since I was there. Maybe not quite a year, but 8 or 9 months since I was there last. Yeah, kind of crazy. It's really just right there. I don't go there very often. Should make use of the cheap alcohol, but the one thing... Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. I was there at Darien Lake back in the summer. Yeah, I was in Darien Lake. So it's kind of Buffalo. Closer to Rochester, right, is where Darien Lake is? Yeah. What's my most embarrassing moment in my life so far? I think we'll save that one. We'll save that one because basically if you guys are, if you're a part of a donation and you donate $10, you can spin the wheel, right? You can spin the wheel for $10. So one of them on there is an embarrassing fact about myself, as you see. So obviously we will leave that one for the spins of the wheel, okay? Boom. In your opinion, what are the 10 best countries? I have no idea. Because obviously I'll say Canada #1 and it's very difficult for me to say because I've only ever been to Canada and the States. I guess technically like Bahamas is its own country, right? And Dominican's its own country. Jamaica's its own country, but like, you know, did I hear about Roman Atwood big YouTube event that will be held in a couple months? 50 of the biggest YouTubers will be in a demolition derby. That's awesome. Wow, that's really cool. Conman, if you visit Australia, you gotta visit Australia Zoo because I'm from Australia. All right, I will make sure I do visit the Australian Zoo. I really want to hold a koala bear. I want to hold a koala bear. I know that they're vicious, like they can be vicious because they are a bear, but I think that there was like, you can hold a koala bear or something like that. That would just be so cool. They're so cute. Has anything paranormal happened to you since the video on YouTube? Nope, has not. Have I been to Niagara Falls? Yes, I've seen it from the Skyline Tower. I've been to Niagara Falls countless times. I live not too far away from Niagara Falls. I've been to Clifton Hill countless times. The Niagara Casino, both Falls View and Niagara Casino. Been to the falls like so many times. Been to the Festival of Lights there. What else do they have in Niagara? Those haunted mansions on Clifton Hill, Screamers I think it's called, is been there a few times. Yeah, no, Niagara Falls is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. One of my favorite bars, in fact, is the Boston Pizza on Clifton Hill, because they have a built-in arcade to it, which is 19 plus, which means you can literally drink beers and have a grand old time. There's a bowling alley inside. There's pool tables. It's just such a fun time. Did I name my dog Willow after the Jeff Hardy's evil alter ego? No. In fact, Willow's not even my dog. It was Hannah's, who me and her are no longer together. So I haven't seen Willow since June? Yeah, since June. Miss the dog. I do miss the dog. And if I'll be honest, like, obviously, like, there's a reason why we broke up, but, like, I think the time has passed where it's like we can be upset at each other or whatever. She wasn't great to me towards the end, but in all honesty, you know, like, obviously you miss times with each other, so I miss the dog and, of course, her a little bit, but you're better off apart, put it that way. Can I give you some tips on starting a YouTube channel? Absolutely, my friend. So basically, if anybody else is kind of wondering this, can you have tips for a YouTube channel? So when you're starting out, do not expect to have viewers. Do not expect to make money. Do not expect to gain subscribers. Do it because you love it when you're starting out, and obviously keep that in the back of your mind. It's tough once you do start to see numbers. You do get obsessed with them. It's every YouTuber will tell you that they spend countless hours on their analytics, because it's part of your job. You got to figure out what works, what doesn't, and so you become so entrenched in the analytics. But when you're starting out, you got to make sure that you are producing content that you know that you like, and because if you like it, there's bound to be someone else in the world who likes it. Now, if you are starting out, make sure the one thing that I really try to, if you're serious about it, get the proper equipment. Okay, if you're absolutely serious about it, get the proper equipment. Nobody's going to want to sit there and watch a video filmed on a potato, right? The laptop comes with your camera. Wait, the laptop that comes with your camera. The camera that comes with your laptop. If you're going to do something like I do, not good enough. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not good enough. So if you're dead set serious and you are going to try to make something out of YouTube, you're going to have to invest into it. It's like if you're starting a sport, right? Say you're playing hockey and you're a goalie, right? And you go out on the ice without pads, you go out on the ice without a blocker and a catcher, well, guess what? They're going to score on you a bunch, and you're not going to succeed whatsoever. You got to have the right equipment to succeed. So you got to get a good mic. Not saying you got to spend a $400 mic like this, right? This is a $400 mic. You don't got to spend on that. You don't got to get a $200 web camera. You don't got to do that. When I started YouTube, I had a $10 microphone, but the big thing is it wasn't up to my face. Like, it wasn't this close, so, like, when people are speaking, you're hearing all the puffs, right? I had literally a $10 mic that sat on my desk, and it did well enough. It got my audio quality around enough. You got to learn how to operate Audacity to get, like, the background noise removed, because that microphone obviously picked up a lot of background noise. Hold on, Scott Hare. We'll get to your donation in one sec. Thank you very much for that, by the way. I also then moved on to the Blue Yeti, which I still have to this day, and I think it's a good mic. It's not a great mic, but I think it was like $120 at the time. It was a perfectly fine mic. And the Blue Snowballs, I know a lot of people use Blue Snowballs. So, yeah. You gotta have the right equipment if you're starting out YouTube. If you're doing gaming videos, make sure that you get the proper capture card, or make sure that you have a computer that can run stuff without lag, because that's important. There's a lot of things. If you're looking to do live streaming, make sure that you have a proper setup. You gotta make yourself stand out, right? So those would be kind of my tips for when you're starting out YouTube. You gotta make sure that you find a way to stand out. Be unique. Find something about you that is unique. Focus in on that. For me, I think it's really my personality, my commentary that add a lot to the WWE videos. Anybody can do what I do. There is absolutely any single person out there that could sit down, have a chat to the right of them, that can have a face cam and can have the current match and with, like, the superstars on the screen. Anybody can do that. You got to have a personality. You got to give people a reason to want to connect with you. And you got to be very, in my opinion, the key to success on YouTube is you can be very transparent. You can be very talkative with your fans, interactive with your fans, and become personable to them. If you become personable with your fans, they make a connection to you, they subscribe. That's one way you got to look at it, right? So yeah, there we go. So Scott Hare, here we go. Hey, Conman, NFL or CFL? NFL. And would I want an NFL team to come to Toronto? Absolutely. And you know the reason why is because the Buffalo Bills, when they come to Toronto, they call them the Toronto Bills for the one night. The place sells out. It's the talk of a lot of people. People love it. Yes, but I get why they won't have a NFL team come. It kind of sucks that it's only in America, and then it's called the National Football League, because there's not many nations that are in it. But I think if the MLB can have one single baseball team, I forgot what it was, one single baseball team, they can probably put in an NFL team in Toronto as well and figure out a way to make that work, because there's the Toronto FC, and you could make that into a football field as well, and like an American football field, not football, American football. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Scott Hare. Let's get the donation added in there. Now, remember, with a $10 donation, you get a spin on the wheel. So let's go. Let's do that. Let's just add in this donation right here. I wasn't set up for donations. Didn't think I'd get any. So thank you very much, my friend. Roll it up. Here we go. And donation. Add donation. Boom. Scott Hare. There we go. Thank you very much, my friend. Here's the
10.
Perfect 10 donation. And as we do that, let's pull up the wheel of donations. Oh, it's over here. There we go. Terrible joke. Okay, thank you so much for your $10 donation, Scott Hare. So the terrible joke. What is the terrible joke of the day? All right. Okay. This could be a controversial one. Connor, be careful. Be careful. We're going to say it anyways, all right? Before I do this joke, guys, any jokes that I tell, do not get offended, because this is one of my go-to terrible jokes, all right? So, guys, what do gay cows eat? All right? What do gay cows eat? Hey! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's brutal. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm very sorry. There's your terrible joke. Yeah, there's your terrible joke. I'll try to come up with other ones for next time. That's the one that came right off the top of my head. Okay. It was more bad than I thought. Yeah. What's my favorite movie category? Comedy. Comedy or action? That's utterly bad. Scott Hare wins the joke of the day. That is utterly bad. Oh, Scott Hare, you are unreal. Oh, you're unreal. Wow. How much language do you speak? I speak English, Vietnamese. Wow, why can't I say that? Vietnamese? There we go. And French. Je peux parler un petit peu de français. Juste un petit peu, mais mon what's primary in French? Mon primary? Is it primary? Mon primary langage en anglais. No, c'est anglais. There we go. C'est anglais. Sorry, I'm not great at French, but yeah. Can I make a pun? Maybe I'll add that into the wheel of donations. We'll do something like that. You speak French. You speak Spanglish. Oh my God, can't even speak English. You speak Spanish, Arabic, and English. Cool. Conman, favorite football team. Favorite football team? I don't really have one. I just not really been. It's not so much that I'm not a fan of football. It's just I haven't really watched it enough to have a favorite. Right? I just don't. My dad's favorite is the Redskins. The Washington Redskins, but yeah, I didn't really get that from him. It's tough to say. Conman would like a headset. Conman would like a headset like singers use do. Questionable, because I had the order that I got my microphones in, I had the, what was it called? That $10 microphone, right? It literally stood this high, and it was like this thick around, and it was just like a tiniest little microphone piece. And I bought it for a school French project. That microphone was better than my $50 Turtle Beach headset that I had. It was much better than it. the microphone on that one sucked because it was so close to my face that when I spoke and made sounds with P's, the pop filter, there was none on it, so it was brutal. It sounded terrible. The audio quality wasn't good whatsoever, so I switched back to the $10 mic. And then I got the Blue Yeti after that. Favorite horror movie? Don't really have one. Don't watch horror movies. Do I like steak, Conman? No. I am not a steak person. It's very much, I do not like it. I do not like it. I'm very much a chicken, ground beef, pork, but not steak. I do not like steak. Yeah. Favorite fruit? Grapes or bananas, probably. Probably between those two. I love banana bread. So, yeah. But grapes, if I'm just eating like an actual fruit, probably grapes. But if I'm making something banana bread, oh, love it. So good. Favorite Disney movie? Favorite Disney movie? Man, that's tough. That's very tough because Lion King is up there. Man, probably roll with Lion King, or I know it's Pixar, but or Finding Nemo, most likely, or Toy Story. Man, Toy Story. Oh. Love Toy Story very much. I'm more of a Pixar fan than I am Disney. I will admit that. Yeah. How long's the business program? 2 years. 2 years. Do I need some bleach? Nope. I'm okay. I quite enjoy my life. We're avoiding WWE questions, just so you guys know that right now. We are doing that. And we've only got like 4 minutes left anyways in the stream, so... Whoa! Brad just donated $10. LOL, your cow joke, though. Brad, thank you so much for your $10 donation. Here's a spin on the wheel of donations. What will it land on? Funny story about myself. Funny story about myself. So, did it just happen? What's been this weekend? Oh, funny story about myself. Yes. All right. So last night at the bar. Okay, this one works out very great. Last night at the bar, we were playing so basically they had $1.50 beers, and they're just small beers like this, right? Come in cups like this. And so we ended up buying, I think we bought like 20 for the table or something, because we play this game. It's called the finger game. And basically everybody puts a finger on the cup, and you either choose to remove the finger or leave it on. And the person, so when it's your turn, you have to guess how many fingers are going to be on the cup. If you guess right when you remove your finger or leave it on, and everybody else does the same thing, then you are out of the game, and the last one on the cup has to drink the beer. So it's kind of a win-win. You either get a free beer basically, or you are safe. And you have to down it, so you have to chug the beer. So anyways, we played that for about 20 rounds, and I want to say, so I ended up losing quite a few of my beers, right? So I lost a bunch of times. I apparently suck at the game. So I had like probably 7 or 8 of the 20 beers that were there last night. And on the last one, I went to put my finger down, right? And I hit the cup and knocked it all completely over me, right? So I was covered in beer. I'm like, all right, that's fine, whatever. Next cup gets put in, because I'm pretty gone at this point. Exact same thing. I hit it again, but this time while I did that, there was a beer over here as well. So I spilled that beer. I went, oh crap, right? And I hit this beer and I spilled it all over down this girl that was sitting next to me, who I was trying, spilled beer all over her. It was just a bad sequence of events. So there you go. There's kind of a funny story of me last night. Yeah. Conman, pizza or wings? Oh, that's mean. That's mean. I need to do that. I need to get pizza and wings tonight, don't I? I need to get pizza and wings tonight. Probably pizza, though. Yeah, pizza, definitely. But pizza and wings. Oh, I want wings so bad, man. Hello. Must have been some night for you, Con. Oh, Brad, that's just a normal bar night. That's just a normal bar night. It was a great night. I don't go to the bars too often because, well, it's expensive, right? Going to a bar is not cheap. Oh, Conman, answer my joke. 30 cows in a field, 28 chickens. How many didn't? What? Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I don't go out to the bar too often, simply because it's expensive, right? You know, you pay $5 cover to get in normally, because we're not Toronto, so it's not like it's $20 cover, which is ridiculous. Toronto bars are so expensive to get into. But yeah, it's $5 cover. You pay the $5 to get in. You get your first beer, which every beer is $5, basically, because it's either like $4.25 or $4.75. So your tip is whatever is left over. So it's basically the $5 a beer, right? Then you start drinking a lot more. So then that costs a lot. Diego Palacios, thank you very much for subscribing. You basically then just start spending a lot of money, and then you talk to a girl. If it's going well, you buy her a drink, which is another $5. It's just an expensive night. Just an expensive night. But now I think you were on top 15 when you caught a ghost. I want you guys, the fun guy, I want you to tweet that video at me. Do you have Twitter, or who is this? Is the channel name Top 15? Is that what it is? The Fun Guy 123? Oh, there's a question. So, do I believe in God? I do. So I've got a very unique way of looking at religion. I was not raised religious whatsoever. I've never been to church or anything like that. But I don't have a closed mind when it comes to things. I don't say there's no way this exists or there's absolutely this way exists. I kind of just roll with the punches. I think to me, and this is what I believe in, everybody has a God, but it's their own God. And the God in my mind is somebody who you look up to make sense of things, or you look up to for faith, or you want to believe in because it gives you something to believe in, right? Everybody has their own God, whether it's inside of you or whether it's up there or whatever. That's the way I look at it. And I don't say one person's right, one person's wrong. I don't live by something religiously. It's not what I do. I just have this mindset that everybody has their own God, and whatever they choose to follow, that is their choice to follow. Because basically, I think in my mind, my God is basically just whatever makes me feel what I want to do. Whatever path I lead down is just whatever happens, because I don't sit there and pray, but that's my kind of view on God. I don't know. It's very difficult to say what exists, what doesn't, because we don't know, right? I think everybody has their own God that they can choose to follow, and each God is different for each person. Whether your God is the guy up there in heaven with a long beard, dressed in white, that's fine, right? Whether your God is like one of the, I think there's like 7 or 8 in Greek mythologically or whatever it's called. If you believe in those, that's fine, right? Doesn't really matter. But guys, I think, unfortunately, that is over an hour now. We got to end this sometime, and I think the hour mark is pretty good. I like doing these for about an hour. It makes a nice little, I don't know. The hour mark is good for a Q&A. We've got a lot of questions in. Thank you guys so much for everybody who was here tonight. I love doing these Q&As. I think we're going to very much try to do these, like I said, every Sunday, unless there's a pay-per-view on the Sunday. So we'll try to do that, okay? Normally Sundays I'll be around. I don't think too many Sunday nights that I won't be around. If I've got like some homework that I got to do or something, obviously that takes precedence, but we got to end this. So I'm very sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Next Sunday is the pay-per-view, so no Q&A, but I think the one after that we'll do a Q&A. So thank you guys so much for being here. Love each and every single one of your faces. Thank you to Brad and Scott for donating. Very kindly appreciated. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw.